Can a bad artist make better art than AI? I'm going to use myself as a test subject. This all stems from a discussion that arose from Reddit. Oh boy, Reddit. Why do I go on Reddit? I basically just can't stop myself.
It's a sickness.
Let's talk about this. So this was a really popular little posting here. It's an AI picture. Headline says, "Clever migrant wears the Epstein files to hide from the Trump administration." So what about this sucks? Let's start with this. This guy, AI doesn't care or know about things like sight lines of sight. So like an artist, when they depict a character directing their eyes at something, our artists are able to do that. Now, from what I can tell, this eye is really hard to tell, but it's closed, but it sort of seems like he's got this eye kind of half closed, right? He's got a droopy eye. This eye, it's a little more clear. There's the pupil, there's the arch. The cop is looking this direction, right? So he's not looking at the guy covered with Epstein files. He's looking past him, and he's saying, "I don't see anything," which would be a weird thing to say if you get out of your van and you're like, "Okay, let's go look for people. Here we are in the city." And then for him to say, "I don't see anything," maybe would make sense if he's looking here, right? If his eyes were actually directed at the person, then that maybe would make sense for him to say, "I don't see anything." The fucking eye lines don't make sense. Also, just putting this text here, "I don't see anything," it's kind of ugly, kind of a basic ass font, kind of just plastered over, kind of covering this other guy's face, obscuring part of it, you know? So it's just weird. It's just sloppy. Other problem. Who the fuck is this? Have you ever seen ICE agents dressed like this? In my experience, they're usually kind of sloppy. You got like an ill-fitting flak jacket, a lot of blue jeans, a lot of baseball caps. There's no standard. A lot of flannel, I notice. So when I see something like this, I don't think ICE agent. Now we know it is ICE because we can see the van in the back. Do they ever write ICE with periods in between? They don't really say that. It's usually just ICE. ICE. All caps, no periods. The cops are wrong. The eye line is wrong. The van is wrong. So those are just a few of the things. So the joke is that if a migrant, and
We'll get to these in a second.
but if a migrant is being pursued by ICE, but he's clad in Epstein files, these ICE agents will not see them. They'll be invisible. But I thought that they wanted to keep the files secret and hidden. So in this reality, has this migrant found the Epstein files and has now exposed them? Or is he clad in documents that are just meant to look like the Epstein files? These are kind of like the things that like an AI can't ever consider or think about. They're just going to plop it out. These pieces of paper, these are Epstein files. How are the agents meant to know that? Like, what is it about Epstein files that caused this guy to become invisible? Or to the point where I suppose what they mean is the ICE agents will say, "Uh-oh, those are Epstein files. We better just look away because the boss told us that that they don't exist, that they're not real." What's meant to be understood with this? The joke really kind of breaks down with the logic, right? If you think about this too much, it stops making sense. If an artist wanted to execute this same joke, they could compose a better scene. The composition itself would be better because they could do things like fix the eye lines or, I don't know, make it more obvious that those are Epstein files. And an artist who is thoughtful enough to compose a picture could do that. Let's read these comments. So Willa662, he says a perfectly good comment here. He says,
"Don't push bullshit AI images on here, man. If it's an AI generated photo, it's automatically bullshit."
and I tend to agree because where does AI art come from? It comes from real artists. It's stolen. It's just stolen, regenerated, and shat out. It's not good. So here's where we get to the argument. So this guy, Hi CU, says,
Are you kidding? This is precisely the kind of content that AI is great at generating. It's a clear image that would take a comparatively enormous amount of time to create from scratch in Photoshop or whatever. It's important, it's funny, it's clear in its imagery.
And not hurting a single artist in its creation. I presume that's a typo. And it's not hurting. I think these what he meant to say. Okay, what does he say is precisely the kind of content that AI is great at generating? Clear image, important, funny, and then reiterates that it's clear in its imagery, and that it's not hurting anyone. It's not hurting anyone. We know that AI-generated art is stolen from real artists, so whatever. You might say, in your opinion, stealing someone's work is not harming them, or hurting them, or a combination of the two, which I call hurtming them. But I disagree. It's harming artists. It's a clear image. Is it? If this didn't have the caption here, would you know what the fuck this was? Because from a distance, I mean, that looks like a weird scaly, like it looks like someone wearing a kind of like weird kind of scale jacket. Like it looks like a pangolin. It's not really obvious that those are sheets of paper. And if they are sheets of paper, how are we meant to know that those are the Epstein files? Where did this migrant find the Epstein files? And again, it's so unclear as an image that they had to write on top of it, I don't see anything. A good artist would be able to depict all of that information through the imagery. So I disagree that it's a clear image. It would take a comparatively enormous amount of time to create from scratch in Photoshop or whatever. So comparatively enormous, is that because like, this can render in like 7.2 seconds because it's a fucking AI blah, 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 blah? I don't think so. Like every artist works at different paces. It can depend a lot on the scale of the work. How much in depth do they want to go? If someone wanted to make this in Photoshop and they didn't have like any reference images and they drew everything themselves, yeah, might take an hour, maybe a couple hours. Depends on how fast and rushed they are. Depends on how urgent. The people have to see this fucking shitpost. We need it now. We can't wait an hour. I gotta use stable diffusion instead because it'll be ready in 7 seconds. If this meme is late, it's not gonna be funny anymore. So I don't know. This doesn't necessarily. It is sort of. I would say this is like topical for 2025 when we have the rising of these police ICE raids and ICE presence. Although it's definitely not a uniquely new thing, it's just in scale bigger and more happening now. This shit was happening under George Bush. This shit was happening under Obama. This shit was happening in Trump's first term, and it was happening in Biden's term in between Trump's terms, right? Now, yeah, it is scaled up. It's happening way more crazy, but this is not some brand new thing. Fucking Epstein files. Dude, we were talking about Trump and Clinton and Epstein in fucking 2016. I thought that was going to be the news that hit and fucking knocked both Clinton and Trump out of the race. How naive I was. Here's where I really, really have a problem. It's important. Really. This shitpost is important. I mean, okay, it got 24,000 updates. I guess that's really important. Ooh, look, it got awards. Got 2 awards. Wow. Let's see the top comment. He will never be found in that camouflage. Oh, wait. I think it's a bad idea. They'll find him, take him in, and never release him. Oh, get it? Because they don't release files, and also they disappear people. So one thing that's starting to peek through is that the migrants who are scared for their fucking lives are just kind of being used as sort of the medium of this joke to try to just take shots at Trump for being a fucking pedophile Jeffrey Epstein guy, which he is. Trump is a rapist pedophile and a Nazi, and he's orange, and they are they're making people disappear. They're arresting. They're disrupting people's lives for no other reason than their own fucking white supremacy and hatred, right? But we're just going to kind of use that as a sort of way to take a little jab at Trump not wanting to release the files, right? So let's look at what I said. I wrote this response here. All right, I got 27 updates for that, which is great because this guy only got 9. He says,
Lol, love how you say it wouldn't take much time, as if a few hours of an artist's time is completely worthless when they could be making art that actually makes them money. Ooh, dude, you could be making money right now.
"Are you not making money?"
Are you sitting here watching this stream when you could literally be out there making money right now? God dang.
What the hell? Why aren't you hustling? Bro, there's 24 fucking hours in a day, dude. How much time are you gonna waste when you could be out there making money
right now?
There are professional artists who that's their day job. They get commissions and they make art for money, but that is in no way like the majority of art that gets made. Especially not like shitposts, memes. Like people make those and they do it for fun.
If a post isn't making anyone money, why should it be an artist who makes it? How much do you think AI images cost? It's literally a couple cents per generation. Everything about what you said is dumb and untrue.
Oh, fuck. Everything that I said was dumb and untrue. Okay. I mean, it might have been dumb, but I don't think it was untrue.
If the post isn't making anyone money, why should it be an artist who makes it?
I mean, I don't know about you, but I have things called hobbies. And one hobby that, I don't know, I think it's fairly popular. It's called art. It's called making stuff. I mean, this high CU person might be surprised to learn this, but people kind of like to do shit sometimes, even if they don't get money for it. Like people will go outside and throw the baseball back and forth. They literally get no money for doing that. Yet they do it. Why can't we get a robot that'll just throw the baseball instead? That's a great idea. Instead of going outside and playing catch, we can get a robot and they'll throw the ball perfectly into the mitt every single time. You could probably get like 700 times the efficiency of throwing a baseball. That way you could just stay inside and let the robot throw the baseball. Because if you're not going to get paid for it, what the fuck is the point of going outside and playing a game of catch? Do you know what? I haven't got paid to ever play with my cat. Should get a robot that'll play with my cat. Because why the fuck would I want to do it? They're not paying me for it. Nobody's paying me anything for that.
Why should an artist make any art if they're not paid for it?
This is so fucking stupid. And I'm glad he's got -1. I should have went at this guy harder. I wanted to say, like, are you fucking dumb? But here's what my response was. I quoted him saying, or her, or them, saying,
why should it be an artist who makes it?
And here's my response.
I never said a professional artist. I said if an artist cared enough to make this shitpost, then she would make it and it would look better.
Everything about what you said is just dumb and untrue.
And here's where this is where I was getting really attacking. I said,
Right back at you, buddy. Your arguments are just as dog shit as the AI image we're discussing.
all right, that was 2 days ago. And I thought it was left at that, okay? 3 hours ago, High CU comes back and he says,
show me an artist who could make this and have it look better.
this is when I really wanted to just write,
Are you fucking dumb, dude?
what do you mean show me an artist that could make this? What the fuck are you talking about? Have you ever seen art? Have you ever seen art? I don't know if this dude's ever seen art before. Did you know that people can fucking make art? Holy shit. Friendly noodles on acrylic. Cats riding a bus. Fantastic composition. great colors. Love the personality in the eye. Got the little backpack on. Ooh, look at that. The art and the artist. Little kitty scratch. That was done by the... That's a really nice looking cat. All painted. What is this on? Oil on canvas. Fucking lovely. Okay, so Raphael Beckel could do that. Friendly Noodles could do it. Who else could do that? Oh, this is cool. I like the fucking style here. Snackies, Juice Brand. Really cool. Really cool. It's really simple blobs and shapes. I love this kind of shit. I'm not like a line art. I mean, good line art is beautiful, of course, but there's something I really like about just the smudges of colors, different colors and different values that can, you know, get something together. This style would look fucking amazing trying to, you know, making this same joke. Juiced Brand, had they wanted to, could have fucking knocked this out of the park. Refuse, Resist, Revolt, Sarah Pagliaro. These are very cool wolves. They've got sort of that Chinese dragon energy. Nice sharp teeth. Beautiful kind of line work there. Maria Franz, kind of a pencil on paper look. Fucking cool. Look at that perspective. Look at that foreshortening. Right? You see how the hand is bigger because it's closer to the screen? So they make it bigger. And this one's smaller. It gives it sense of depth. The background a little blurrier, and this is more in focus. And the very front here goes a little bit out of focus. It's fucking dope. Fucking awesome. This artist could do a better job at making this shitpost if she chose to. Now, I can understand why she might not want to, because artists tend to be, I don't know, thoughtful. They tend to like not make shitty jokes at the expense of people in real danger. Because it takes longer than 7 seconds, they might kind of think about it for a while. Froggy Vase Light Draconis. This was done on Procreate, another digital art program. Fucking adorable. Look at that little guy. Look at the little frog in the vase. It's not photorealistic, but it's realistic looking. It's very obvious. It's very clear. It's clear in its imagery. You don't think fucking Light Draconis could be clear in their imagery? It's so clear. It is what it is. That's a vase. That's a cute little froggy frog. There's a button on the side. There's a little flower coming out. There's a ribbon coming out. There's a doily hanging over the edge. Girl portrait, Express Lab. Yeah, Express Lab 3769. They've got the skills. I know they do. They could make it. Look at that. Eye lines. Both eyes are looking in the same direction. So many. Oh, Rockwell style. Look at this. Oh, it is Rockwell. Norman Rockwell. Norman Rockwell could do it. Show me a single artist. What does he say?
Show me an artist who could make this and have it look better.
Should I just show him Norman Rockwell? Rockwell could fucking do it. Dust by Laser. This is such a cool composition, man. It's the light and the dark, half and half. It's great. There's personality. There's character in this. Talk about topical. The cute Coldplay couple, right? That was in the news a couple weeks back. This is a great style. This looks like political cartoon style, right? Highly colored. I wonder how long this took them. I wonder how much she got paid for this. Dude, hey, AI could have made that.
AI could have made that for you in 5 seconds, dude. Show me an artist who could make this and have it look better.
Are you fucking dumb?
Show me an artist who could make this and have it look better.
This dude literally is saying that this is literally better than any artist could ever make. This bullshit. This ugly fucking bullshit is better than literally any artist. Show me an artist who could do that. So here's what I wrote. Good luck. High art, fine art. It's like he's talking about the fucking Sistine Chapel. All right. So what are we going to do? What we're going to do is we're going to see if me can do better than the AI. All right, what could a bad artist do? Can we make something better than this? Now, one problem I'm having is that the joke is shit. It's a shit joke because it doesn't make sense. This joke doesn't even need visuals. There. I mean, it's literally improved. Classic. Okay, so we'll take this one. Let's make this look like a Polaroid picture. So, first idea I had was he's got one of those guns with a flashlight on it, right? It's like, that's the gun, that stupid fucking banana clip. Because, God, if they don't have like 30 bullets at a time and none of the other 17 cops runs out of their bullets, then I guess the bad guys will win. So he's got the flashlight. Maybe we could do something to make the light kind of make a spotlight on it, right? Right, so the ICE agent is pointing his gun with the flashlight right on the guy with the top secret Epstein files, and we'll have him kind of like looking back the other way as if he's calling back to his partners, saying, nope, nothing over here. Just keep looking. Right, and so we can do a cool thing with this is we can actually darken this, but the light thing is on overlay, so it will kind of illuminate, like wherever we point this at, will light up the picture there. All right, let's compare it to the original. Which is better? You decide. Kind of thinking mine is a little better. That's going to be the end of the stream. Thanks for watching. I hope you didn't.